For those of you that don't know me, my name is Kelly and I'm a master colorist at Windowwall Salon. If you're watching this video, it's because you've purchased a root touch-up and gloss kit from us, so you are able to maintain your roots at home while we are unfortunately unable to be in the salon together. So I first want to go over with you what is in the kit. First of all, you'll be receiving a bowl and a brush, and these are going to be for your root touch-up. You're going to be receiving a bottle, and the bottle is going to be for your gloss. You're going to be receiving 2 pairs of gloves. One's going to be for your root touch-up and one is going to be for your gloss. And then you're going to be receiving 4 containers, your root color and root developer and your gloss color and your gloss developer. Make sure that you kind of keep these 2 guys, the roots together and the glosses together. Don't intermingle those guys. They're meant to be together. They're friends. These have been custom mixed with your exact formulas. So if it's a strange color to you at all, have no fear. This is your exact formula, so don't worry about that. First of all, I also want to talk about some things that you might need at home to kind of make this go a little smoother. First of all, I would recommend wearing a button-up shirt, something like this, or robe, something that you don't have to pull over your head, because remember, once you have your roots on, you're not going to want to pull something over your head and then therefore getting your clothing dirty by rubbing it into the root color. If you have a towel that you don't care about, or a dark towel, I would highly recommend having this and kind of putting it around your shoulders, kind of something like this, so kind of long ways, and then pulling down, having the 2 little corners meet. Kind of pull your hair out of there, put this together, and if you have a butterfly clip, if you have a hair clip, if you even had a potato chip bag clip, that would also work. Go ahead and use that to put that towel in place. That's going to protect your clothing from anything that might drip. So right now we're going to do our roots. So what you're going to do is you want to take your root color and your root developer, and you're going to mix these 2 guys together into your bowl. And then go ahead, dump those 2 in, and then with your brush, you're going to mix those 2 together into your bowl. Just make sure they're really nicely combined, and I would say mix for like, I don't know, 20 seconds. Just mix that all together. Just, again, make sure it's super well combined. All right, so once we've got that together, then you're going to put on your gloves. Make sure you don't have wet hands if your hands are wet for some reason. Wet hands are really hard to get into plastic gloves, so just be aware. Just a little FYI. Also, go ahead, I think it's helpful if you brush your hair out. Just if you get out any tangles or knots, it just makes it easier to get the color on if your hair is just very like smooth and combed out. I would also personally recommend having your hair a little dirty, maybe a day to 2 day old. If your hair is freshly washed, sometimes your scalp can be a little sensitive to permanent color on your, or demi-permanent on your scalp. So I would definitely approach this with maybe day or 2 day old hair. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to section out your hair just to make it easy and kind of like put like a guideline for your application. Be aware that the amount of color that we provided for you is only enough from about here forward. So this is not meant for an entire head application. So you're not meant to put any of the color back here at all. So I would, if you have a comb or a clip or anything that you can kind of like get into your hair, I would go ahead and start kind of like where your head's kind of rounding right there. Maybe like maybe right behind your ear, I guess would be the best way to say it. Right behind the ear. And go ahead and just create a section, something like that. Put the hair back and then pull this hair forward. And then do the same on the other side. Kind of just section your hair right behind the ear. And then pull that hair back. If you want to keep the other hair out of the way, let me go ahead and even this bit out a little bit. All right, like that. suggest, if your hair is long enough, to go ahead and just braid the back hair just to like keep it out of the way. That way you're not contending with it when you're trying to apply your color. So let me just do a quick little braid. You don't have to. I'm just a super neat Nick, and I like to always keep things as neat as I possibly can. Okay, so I got that out of the way. All right, so here's your section you're working with. So I like to kind of outline the sections that I'm working on. I just think it keeps it neat and keeps it easy. So what I would do is I would take kind of like where you see your roots ending back there, and go ahead and just apply your color along that root line. I don't really have a defined root line from color, so we're just gonna pretend that I am gonna be touching up roots that are about 1 inch long. So we'll just say my roots end about there. Okay. Something like that. And going and applying to your roots in the back. Acknowledge that the hair back here is going to be, or the roots back there are going to be pretty challenging to see, but just, you know, I would say maybe part it until you can see the best. And if you can't see your roots anymore and you can't see what you're doing, then I wouldn't go past that. Okay. So now that you've got your root outline through here, all the way to the top, you got an outline top to bottom, behind the ear, and then through the middle. I think it's going to be easier if you go in and you lift this section up, and then you just touch up your root along the perimeter. And then, taking horizontal sections, take one from back to front and pull that down, and then go back in with your color and just apply to your roots. Then you're going to go back to front. Make sure you're taking sections that you can kind of see through. Make sure you can almost see the section that you came from through this section. And then you're just going to apply. There you go. Then your other parting, back to front. Oops. Pull that down. Make sure you want to hold on to that top section too. You don't want to start getting your sections confused with each other. And you're just going to keep repeating this all the way through the top once you get to that middle part where you kind of created your first section. So again, just kind of moving up the head. I'm trying to keep these sections as neat as I can. Okay. We're slowly getting there. Go ahead and part that out. And applying to the roots. Just keep going. Just remember, you don't want an overlap, especially, yeah, I don't know, you just don't want to overlap. By overlapping, you're going to get a hard line of demarcation. So just do your very, very best to just kind of go right to that line of demarcation, right where you see your roots ending, whether it's the gray, whether it's your natural hair, and don't go past that. That is a very, very important thing to remember. All right, so we're almost nearing the top. And as you can see, I'm still kind of mimicking just that retouch. Just that, a little about an inch, maybe a little shy. And then we're to our last section. All right, so I have bangs, which makes things a little more challenging. So what I'm gonna do, just to make sure I don't miss my hairline, is I'm gonna pull this whole section back and just follow your hairline and just apply right at your root, all the way around. Yeah, just something like that. And if you see any little hairs around your hairline, just go ahead and grab those in. If you're trying to if you're changing your root color completely, if you're going from like natural to something completely different, or if it's a gray coverage, yeah, you just don't want to, obviously, you just don't want to like miss anything on your hairline. Then we're gonna go back and we're gonna recreate the same thing on the other side. So pulling the hair up, kind of doing your perimeter right above the ear. And then for some reason, because it's the opposite side of my head, going from front to back seems more natural, I guess. Just kind of whatever feels good to you. There's no right or wrong on this one. And then, yeah, just going in the same amount. And again, remember, thin sections. Oops. And going in at your root. Pulling it all the way down. That's going to help keep your sections neat. We're kind of nearing the top here. I'm fully acknowledging that this can be a little challenging doing it yourself, but hopefully this video will be helpful for you to kind of like break that down a little better. Then again, we're pulling your hairline back, kind of going through the hairline. What I would do if I were you is I would go back and just kind of like piece through your hair. If you want to just check it, kind of like going back in the same sections you did, or if you want to take opposite sections, kind of coming through like this and pulling back, and just kind of seeing if you missed any spots. Oftentimes that does happen. I would say especially like around the ear, just kind of double check these areas right here. And then maybe pull up this back section right here and kind of hit that root right there, just so it doesn't look like you have any root missing right at the like kind of that little like area, that whirl that we all kind of have back there. Okay. Oh, another thing to note is if you'd like to protect your skin from the color, if you have Vaseline, if you have any kind of anything like that that's a little kind of like a gel, I would highly suggest putting that right around your hairline, right to the point of where your hair starts to grow, and that'll kind of help protect your skin from getting any staining. If it does stain a little bit, I would just suggest using a little bit of shampoo and just kind of like massage that area. Just kind of try to get it out the best you can, or if you have like a scrub of any sort, that can also be helpful in getting color out of your skin. So anyway, I would say generally the processing time is going to be 30 minutes. If you know that you have very resistant gray, you can go 40 to 45. So whatever your comfortability is. Generally, like I said, everyone's timing is usually 30, but if you know you have very resistant gray, I would recommend 40 minutes. So again, making sure everything's covered. Again, go ahead and around double check. We're gonna process for 30 to 40, 45 minutes, and then we're gonna rinse this out. We're gonna shampoo 2 times. Shampoo twice, just to make sure you've got everything out of there. I would say just jump in the shower and do that. Or if you have a loved one or a friend or someone at home, if you want to like stick your head over the back of the tub and get a rinse out that way, I invite you to do that as well. But I would say probably just jumping in the shower, taking a shower, and really like scrubbing that color out, really getting into the roots, and shampooing twice is going to be the best way to remove it. And then once we process, we're going to be back, and I'm going to show you how to apply your gloss. So I'll see you in 30 to 40 minutes.